the staff were playing the managers, I think. So I went down to have a look.
You were in the staff team, were you?
No, I wasn't the team at all.
Oh, just watching.
Just watching. But I saw this extraordinary car down there, which he had come in.
Yes.
Which he had bought when they were only when it was only about 6 years old.
Right.
And of course, after that, I got to go in.
First lap, so it's the Porsche leading, Peter Shaw in second place in the TVR, and in third place is the Lotus Elan, I think, of Julian Barter as they turn through for the first time.
Leverett's got here first. Peter Shaw is in second place. The matching Lotus Europa and Lotus Elan are next to her. I guess that's probably Jim Dean up into third place already ahead of Julian Barter. In fifth place is the blue TVR number 33, which is Matt Nichols. And as they come through in front of me, it's Leverett with trouble on his tail because the big V6 powered TVR sweeps to the right hand side. In behind him though, going incredibly quickly, is the Europa that's come from nowhere on the grid. Number 1, which is Jim Dean, is the number 33. Can't be the case. Matthew Nichols, yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's 33. Matt Nichols, yes, he's there in sixth place.
So Shaw and it's Dean. We lost for the other Europa, the James Dodd Europa, much fancied Combe. Didn't get as far as the chicane on the first lap. So unfortunately he is out. The Marshall's there.
Yes, it's Howard Payne. I said it was James Dodd. It's Howard Payne, yeah, in fifth place.
Yeah, so it's Shaw and Dean, the surviving Barter, Leverett. Howard Payne is in fifth place in the white and yellow Europa. Then it's Matthew Nichols. A gap back to the white Elan, which is Papa Leverett, isn't it? That's Mark
Leverett.
Yeah.
And then behind him, you've got number 57, Mark Oldfield, and in ninth place, Alan Hersey in the Reliant. In 10th place, Johan Dennekamp. For second place, the two in Lotus is getting together. Do they change places? I don't think, Marcus, they have. It's still the same order, but the two Lotus running side by side almost.
And a Quarry. Puff of smoke and a lock-up for Peter Shaw. Runs a little bit wide on the exit of Quarry. It's still Dean ahead of Barter. They're on lap 3 now. Those three a long way clear of Leverett. And I think the others behind Leverett perhaps closing in. Yes, Howard Payne now threatening him, and Matt Nichols not far behind, and also Mark Leverett. Yeah. But Shaw has a lead of about 5 lengths going through in front of me, sweeping through the left-hand kick down towards Tower Corner onto the brakes. Will we see this puff of smoke again? We do. Puff of blue smoke from the Ford engine TVR out front, and Dean has closed the gap just a little bit as they go into Bobby's.
Right, so the fastest lap on the first flying lap was set by third place Julian Barter, but that may change this time. It's the same order as they come out of Bobby's, and not going to be quite close enough. I think it's still the Europa just hanging on ahead, but it's very close indeed for second place, and Mark Leverett a long way back in the Porsche, Will Leverett a long way back in the Porsche, in fourth place ahead just of James Dodd.
Yeah, leaders back with us. Still those 3 cars, the TVR and the 2 Lotuses close together. Remember, number 1, Jim Dean, reigning champion, had many battles in the past with Peter Shaw, and came from 9th on the grid up to 2nd place on the opening lap, which was pretty phenomenal, given that he's giving away quite a lot of power. We had a spinner down at the exit of Quarry. That's Howard Payne. He's going again, which means now we have Will Leverett in 19th, the Porsche at 4th. Mark Leverett, his father, is in 5th in the Elan. Then it's Matt Nichols. Someone else has gone round down there. That's Brian Jarvis in the red 924, and a massive spin out of Quarry Corner.
Yeah, he was making good progress. Remember, he started at the back of the grid. He made his way up, Brian Jarvis, up into 14th place. That was after 3 laps. This is going to the end of the 4th lap for the first 3. In fact, the 2 Lotus having their battle for second place are allowing Peter Shaw to pull away. So Peter Shaw, at the end of his 4th lap, has a lead of 1.66. By Howard Payne, so Will Leverett on his own in 4th place. 5th is the white Elan, number 20 of Mark Leverett, and behind him still is permanently in 6th place. It seems number 33 is Matt Nichols. Leaders already back with you, Marcus.
Yeah, 57 Oldfield has a good lead in his class. Hersey's the only starter in the invitees by the looks of things.
Yes.
And as they come through, yes, the TVR is stretching away. from his pursuers. Then number 5, Peter Shaw, the ex-historic Formula 2 racer. The two matching coloured Lotuses, sort of squadron of cars behind. They're so closely matched, those two. 120.7 played 120.8 last time round for those two. And a dive down the inside into Tower means that Julian Barter has gone past Jim Dean, but Jim Dean counter-attacking, going up towards Bobby's. Leverett Junior, Leverett Senior go through next, then 33, which is Nichols in the blue TVR, and the recovering Howard Payne is next up in his Europa number 11.
Still Europa from... No, it's the other way around, isn't it? So it's the Elan now ahead. So Julian Barter second, ahead of Jim Dean in the Europa in third place. So can Julian Barter... Now he's worked leaders as they head up towards Quarry then. It is still just the TBR there, but Julian Barter may have a go as they head into the corner. Marcus will pick them out as they come out of the corner. It's still just the TBR in front, I think. Yes.
Well, there's been a big double spin down here because Hersey and Dennekamp have gone round. Hersey's Scimitar still backwards in the road. Dennekamp's got going again. There's yellow flags waving like Billy-O, and side by side they come, and yes, there is our leader, and it is now Julian Barter who leads on lap 8.
Yes, he must have got through coming out of Quarry.
And there's a lot of smoke issuing now from the TVR. That looks, the Scimitar. It looks like it's well dead to me. You can't see the car from the back. There's so much smoke pouring out of it. We're lucky to get back to the paddock.
Is that well dead or welded?
Well dead.
Right.
It'll be welded by the time it gets there.
Yes.
It'll go bang properly.
Okay, so we've got the lead now in the hands of Julian Barter in the Lotus Elan, ahead of the larger engines, but also front engine, of course, TVR. Jim Dean seems to have, after that moment, settled for third. I don't think he's going to be able to catch the TVR unless the TVR's tyre
Can
problems.
you see the smoke screen if you turn to your head
Yes,
right here?
Here he comes, yes. So the Reliant, a smoky Reliant. As the two leaders have gone through, Julian Barter then leads after 8 laps by 1.7 seconds from Peter Shaw. Jim Dean in third place. And the Reliant is carrying on. No pits for him. Alan Hersey is going to carry on driving, but I don't know that he's going to get that much further because he's slow. And he didn't head for the pit lane, possibly because he doesn't know how to get into it. So he's now going to the exit end of the pit lane to park on the grass.
Yes, no stop strategy until that point.
Well, yes, I think he may have missed the pit entrance. I think that's